Yeah, I think if you look at it, and obviously a lot's gone on in a long game there, but just my initial statements on it would be that I thought really liked their start. We get the 2-0 lead. We had some chances to even make it 3 or 4-0. We don't execute those. Then we're on the power play and we give up a shorthanded goal. That started to send things in the opposite direction. We respond, get another goal back, and then they kept pushing. So credit to them. They were able to execute better than us. That pretty much told the tale of how things went tonight.
Todd, you guys had 2 leads in the series, 2 leads in Game 7. Do you feel like this one kind of got away from you guys?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're ahead in a series and you have an opportunity, to go on the road and, at the worst case scenario, take 1 out of 2 on the road, and we didn't bring our A game in Game 3, and started to make a little bit of a push in Game 4 and Game 5 being our best, and then Game 6 again. Inconsistency in our game and throughout the series, and like I said, we had some chances to put it away in this one early, just like we had some chances to put the series away, and we weren't able to finish those plays that were ones that could decide tonight's game, or the series in Game 4 on the road, for example, to give us a lead coming back home. So that's how I would describe it.
Todd, did that game change on the shorthanded goal? I mean, it just seemed to give them life, and you guys were managing it, I think, pretty well before then, but when they score that way and you get a goal that way, it just seemed to rejuvenate them and get them back in it.
Yeah, it did. Like I said, in my initial take from it there, you hope to create some momentum from those situations if you don't score, and then to give up a shorthanded goal is tough at any time. But that one, that was a tough goal against, and yet we come back and Kuznetsov finishes a play, and we start to get life again. So we had kind of halted some of their push, but. They didn't stop, and at the end of the day, they were able to get a bounce their way, hit a puck out of the air, and it ends up in the back of our net. So that's the game. I'm extremely proud of our guys, and they battled right till the end, left it all out there. Absolutely, our top guys are great leaders through the whole process of defending the championship and everything that went into it, and we came up short of our goal, and that's disappointing.
Todd, in addition to the shorthanded goal, the power play seemed to struggle with its zone entries tonight and at many points during the series. How much were the struggles of the power play, you think, a factor in tonight's loss and in the series in general?
We had some really big surges with our power play in certain nights, where it was really clicking, and then the games in between didn't get the production that was necessary, and obviously, we lose that shorthanded or with that special teams game tonight, and obviously get a play that we forced them to make under pressure, and we were able to get on the power play there at the end, and. You got a power play that's been, tops in the league for many years, and you're excited about that opportunity, and let's go halfway and give them a timeout, and then put them back out there again, and give it a go, and I had a few decent looks, but for the most part, the execution in that area and in other areas during the series wasn't as good as we would have hoped, just in my initial, obviously viewings of this game, and I'll have more for you once I have a chance to digest a little bit of the series and and speak further on it.
Todd, you've talked throughout the series about having trouble getting out of your own defensive zone. That was pretty evident, obviously, in the overtime periods, especially the first one. Was that something that they were doing to you constantly throughout this series and especially tonight, or was that more your guys just being gassed?
I'd say a little bit of a combination of both. They play an aggressive, style of, with their forecheck, and, we, in terms of our wall play and coming out of the defensive zone with possession, if not possession, with putting it out to space, like there's, a couple that don't work out for us, and, that's the game. If you want to, force teams to make plays under pressure and do it over and over and over again. And we, like I said, when we did break it, you get odd man chances. And, we converted tonight, Kuznetsov's and, but over the series, we had a number of odd man rushes that, like I'd say, our execution was a little bit off when we did. If you want to break a team that's that aggressive, then if you can execute those wall plays and come out with possession, then you have odd man rushes, or you have 2-on-2 rushes versus a forward and a D. And we weren't, we weren't able to execute probably throughout our lineup as much as I would have hoped. Just in terms of our depth of scoring. Obviously, our top guys were outstanding all series, again tonight, and they led the way, not just on the ice but off the ice, and you start to see how important it is to have certain players not in your lineup and not making any excuses of it, but a guy like TJ Oshie and a guy like Michael Kempney, who's a top 4 D man, maybe we come out of our D zone a little bit better. So that's the game, and it's a war of attrition a lot, and getting some breaks and some opportunities, and getting through injuries, and having different people come in and take advantage of opportunities, and we didn't have that as much as we did in the past, and I think that's what you need. You need things to line up for you, and things didn't go our way, and we'll take a few days to digest this and regroup and have a plan moving forward.